Maddox. Maddox scouts the field. Court. Curlbaum with the ball now. All right, here's Tony Friends at the top of the key.
It's been a closely contested game so far, Ben.
It really has. All right, Curlbaum here on the right side. Into Preston Reynolds. Almost had an opportunity there. Tony Friends now taking it himself. Shoots in. It is no good. Gets his own rebound, though. All right, right back out, and they set up the offense once again. And here's Curlbaum with the behind the back. Almost the shot. And here's Aaronsburg. Just struggling to stay out, and he doesn't, and it looks like there's Olathe West taking it, and that's going to be a foul on number 30, Noah Curlbaum. Yeah, Ty, we've seen that most of this game. We were here watching it, but unfortunately the systems were not working. They are now. But we saw really slow offensive possessions, really, for the most part on the in the first half. All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Tony Friends taking the ball up the court.
All right.
And it looks like East has taken a timeout.
Timeout, Charlotte East. 30-second timeout.
All right, yeah, East obviously trying to get collected. Obviously tied 32 just a couple minutes ago, and now it's right back to 32-38. But Olathe East taking the lead. Honestly, we wouldn't have expected them to actually be this close to East. It was pretty much in East's favor going in. This is the second time they're ever meeting between East and the Owls. This is Olathe West. Actually, they were established in 2017, the school was. And this is their second year playing basketball. And they've only played 30 varsity games between both women and men's basketball. They're an inexperienced team, but sometimes those are the ones that bring you down when you least expect it. And it looks like we might be getting that here.
Yeah, the East boys basketball team has not quite lived up to expectations this year.
Not quite. It's been difficult. All right, and there's the three from Noah Curlbaum there. All right, sorry, we're back with you here. East on offense, but like we were saying, going into this game, it was pretty East favored. And obviously second year of Olathe West basketball. All right, here we go. Noah Curlbaum with the ball. Into Anderson Maddox, posting up, trying to get it in. Looks to Jack Gilman. Gilman with the corner three, it's good. And East still tied at 38-38.
Looks like that timeout was worth it.
Absolutely, they needed time to collect themselves, and obviously that's always a good thing to. Oh, Noah Curlbaum tries to take the charge, and it'll be called a block there. But again, yeah, they probably needed to get collected there. Really, they were focusing a lot on kind of the outside movement, seeing if plays were working. They weren't going back to the concrete details that you know will get you points sometimes. All right, here it looks like number 2, Cougar Downing, shooting free throws. The first one is no good off the back iron. But yeah, I mean, that's what we've seen. And East, actually, this year, they've had a lot of trouble with transition defense. They've let teams really escape on the transition and score easy, quick points. And that's why you'll see some of those point jumps right there. Like we have, or like we did at 32-38. Now it is 39-38 Olathe West. We've got Curlbaum taking it up. All right, scout in the court. Tells Tony Friends to clear. Maddox right back to Curlbaum. The incredible cut and lay-in. That's a great play there.
Great chemistry between those two.
Absolutely. And we've seen Noah Curlbaum kind of step into the role that Zane Meeks had left when he went for Brewster earlier this year. We've really seen him and Tony Friends and Andy Maddox. They've really had to step up and become the leaders on this team.
Here's Tony Friends at the top of the arc trying to drive in.
And he's going to take the shot. Great vertical on Tony Friends. It's almost fake. All right, here we go. It looks like number 24, Sam Nicodemus, taking it, and that's going to be a foul called there. It looks like on Tony Friends.
Curlbaum, actually.
Curlbaum. Both of them pretty upset there.
Curlbaum has had some issues with fouling this season.
Yeah.
He's a very aggressive player.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's the throw in to Nicodemus here. Nicodemus took Downing. Downing scouting the court. Here he goes. It looks like to number 21, Austin Hashigan. All right, 34, Carter Lichten up, and there's Downing trying to get the lay-in, but that's going to be an and one. Didn't quite make it though, so he's going to go to the line and shoot two here. Now this is actually the 1,301st game that Shawnee Mission East basketball has played, and the 30th game that combined with men's and women's that Olathe West is playing. So that gives you a bit of that comparison there. I mean, and the Lancers this season, they've done obviously established themselves pretty well. They're 2-1. Last week they took down Olathe Northwest 64-49. Makes the free throw there. Pretty much as expected. Coach Sean Harris, he's 10-5 in all 15 meetings with Olathe Northwest since they opened back in 03 and 04. So last week's win was pretty expected, and they did pretty well at the championship showdown. Obviously not as well as they would have hoped, taking home 1 win and 2 losses. But they've been pretty good this season in terms of how stable of a team they are. Oh, just too hard of a pass there from Andy Maddox, it looks like. And we're going to see Olathe West ball. And it's little mistakes like that are going to really start to matter here as we get later and later into the game.
There's no doubt this is going to come down to the wire.
All right, here we go. It's number 2, Cougar Downing with the ball. Scouting it out, tries to push in, almost loses the ball. Up to Nicodemus, almost stolen by Preston Reynolds there. Inside there to Nicodemus. Right up there is number 1, Alston Mason with the shot. And that's going to put it at 43-40. And a steal. Right back to Mason, and Mason with the and one.
And there's those short
transition scores. I mean, and those short runs. I mean, we've
6
seen
straight
it
points
all season from the Lancers.
6 straight points for the Owls there, and they've got a chance to make it 7.
All right, he's going to be shooting 1 here is Alston Mason for Olathe West. And it's good. The shot is good. That's going to put it to Olathe West. You're going to see him obviously press defense here, trying to get that ball back and change the momentum into Gilman, and Gilman with the score. That's exactly what they need to do to combat this quick Olathe West offense. But obviously, right back at him. Here they come. Inside, perfect no-look to Nicodemus. And again, quick points. All right, we'll see. Setting up the press. Tony Friends takes it himself. Got Slaughter on his left. Up to Jack Slaughter. Slaughter slings it to Gilman. Back to Tony Friends at the top of the key. Into Slaughter, tries to get the feed in. Back to Friends. Friends on the side, gives it up to Maddox. Maddox trying to take it himself. Preston Reynolds over to Tony Friends. Friends for the 3. No good. Maddox tries to get it, and they're going to call it East ball. interesting there. It almost looked like
It
it was off Andy Maddox.
It did seem to look like Maddox kind of hit it, but I guess we didn't have quite a very good angle. And East with the throw, and Jack Slaughter passes up to Andy Maddox at the 3-point line. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds looking to drive.
Yep, there's
hands it off to Gilman.
And there's the little button hook there from Andy Maddox, and that's going to be 44-48.
It looks like the
Shawnee Mission East took call timeout there. Probably needed to regroup a little bit. They really want to slow down this fast-paced Olathe West offense. And that's a smart call by Sean Hare there. All right, at this timeout, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with you. All right, and we're back with you tonight, obviously. Here we go. Olathe West over the Lancers, 48-44 right now. Just coming out of a timeout, obviously. East wanted to stop this high-paced, fast-paced Olathe West offense here, and obviously they're going to set up a press to try to combat that. Preston Reynolds slowing down Nicodemus. Nicodemus up to Alston Mason, and they pass half court. Nicodemus slowing it down, back to Mason. All right, Mason going to set up the offense now. Takes it himself, tries to get in, and he does. That was a professional and one there by Alston Mason.
His second in a row.
That's his second in a row, and obviously before that he got that lay-in before that even, and he got the steal to get that transition shot that really basically caused East to call that timeout.
Alston Mason, the 6-foot sophomore, is putting on a show for the Owls here.
And he nails the shot. Now look to East to maybe set up a different, looks like Mason's actually coming out right now, but when he comes in, really we've seen him and Nicodemus control this offense, so we're seeing East in a press right now. Don't be surprised if they switch to a box in one, diamond in one to really account for that extra player. There they go, Slaughter on the top left. Here comes Gilman. Gilman scouting it out. Up to Tony Friends at the top of the key. Friends driving into Preston Reynolds. Takes it himself, and nice easy lay in there. That's gonna put it to 51-46 Olathe West. That's what we've seen. We haven't seen an outside game, Ty. They haven't been going for threes. They haven't been going for outside shots even. It's been all about who can crash the boards the most and really get inside and score.
It's too close of a game to sacrifice easy points.
Exactly. All right, here's Maddox at the top right side, taking it himself. The crossover. He wants these. Yep, and there's 2 points for Maddox. That's a great take, even by himself, especially for the big guy. All right, here comes the press defense. Trying to get it over, and they do pretty easily. Broke him down there. That's number 11, Tommy Faciro. There's Nicodemus with the 3. Wow, that was a great shot there. Sam Nicodemus with that shot. Here comes Tony Friends. Slowing it down here. It's 54-48 West as we're about to close out this third quarter. Friends taking it himself. Loses the ball. It's to West. He's got 4 seconds. Takes the 3 himself, and it's in and out. Not quite good. But this score will remain at 54-48 going into the fourth. Ty, what do you think East has to do to really catch up right now?
It's all about the defense. They're letting these it's the transition shots. I mean, they can't catch up to them. They're making costly small mistakes that are giving the Owls pretty easy points, and they really need to cut down on that. I mean, they just can't quite stop them. Like as many points as you score, if you can't stop the other team.
Yeah.
you're not going anywhere.
And both teams have really exhausted this kind of attack the lane type. I mean, they're really all going in for the drive right now. So I think if they can set up Noah Curlbaum, who's proven to be a pretty good shot, Jack Gilman for those threes, if they can drive in and maybe set it out to them, drive and kick might actually open up a different offense than we've seen from really either team this second half especially.
And we've really seen when Curlbaum comes out, the East offense is sluggish.
Yeah.
Like they can't quite seem to click.
He's an offensive leader, to
Yeah.
be sure.
So we'll see him come back in the fourth quarter, I'm guessing. We'll see if they can change anything. Oh?
Yeah, right now they're not, but they've got Nick Ahrensberg, who's a very good offensive player for him. We'll see what they can do here with this lineup.
Since Curlbaum had those fouls early, I'm guessing they're saving him for closer to the end of the fourth quarter.
He's had foul trouble. That's been his biggest crutch. All right, we'll see. Here comes Olathe West here, number 23, Dominic Messina, taking it up.
He says no longer playing a press.
Nope, slowing it down a bit.
I think that'll probably be a good idea.
Yeah, number 1, Alston Mason here. There's number, can't quite get it. Preston Reynolds tries to get that rebound. Great block by Tony for interesting. They called a foul.
Calling that a foul. That seemed to be all ball.
Seemed to be all ball, but I mean, I can understand. Yeah, we're getting some pretty mean looks from the parents over here as well.
It seems like so far this game, if there's a foul to be called at all, they're most likely going to be calling it.
All right, Messina shooting and missing here. Remains at 54-48. But really, I think the Lancers need to open a different kind of offense right now because we're seeing 2 offenses that are attacking the lane, and those don't stack up as well right now because, I mean, Olathe West has been playing faster. They've been getting out in transition and scoring easily, and East needs to open up a different type of offense right now if they want any chance. All right, here's Preston Reynolds. Nick Ahrensberg on the side. Tries to drive it himself. Kicks it out. Gilman for 3. Not quite. Tips it out, and that's Preston Reynolds. They're going to call it Olathe West ball. Yeah, kind of like what we were talking about there, Ty, kicking it out, but Gilman maybe hesitated just a bit too much, let the defense get on him.
And here's that full court press by the Lancers. Let's see if
they're going to need it now.
Force a turnover here, and looks like they broke that quite easily. And that's a pretty open in-the-lane shot by Messina.
It's a nice floater by Messina there. They can't let those easy shots open. Looks like right in the free throw type area, they've really let an open space for the past couple drives.
Yep.
There's Preston Reynolds with the shot. Not quite. Just a bit outside there for Preston Reynolds.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like number 1, Alston Mason, taking it himself. Can't quite get it in. Gilman slowing it down and gives it up to, here comes Andy Maddox. Maddox to Nick Ahrensberg, driving in and loses the ball.
Another too hard pass by Maddox.
They've really been forcing those passes in pretty strong.
Here comes Curlbaum. Gilman is going on the bench. So we'll see if East can pull together a comeback. Down by 9 points.
Messina with the ball now. He's scouting out this Lancer defense right now.
Looks like there's a pick on Curlbaum, but he recovers.
Slowly inching up, playing a bit higher of a press. And, yep, they tried to trap him. Great defense there, but looks like they're still going to give it to Olathe West.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't quite see what happened there, but it seemed.
Yeah, there have been some interesting calls tonight.
Yeah.
All right, into Mason again. Mason with the ball. All right, here he goes. Taking it himself and nearly in. I mean, we've seen kind of a one-man wrecking crew from Mason most of the night. Not quite there. Oh, great defense there. Yep, Cougar Downing with the great defense for Olathe West there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tony Friends just tipped that right at the end of the play. He really should have just let it go out of bounds.
Yeah, it's just little mistakes like that that are catching up to the Lancers right now.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can crack down. 6 minutes left, 57-48.
We've just seen
Messina takes it himself. Not quite in and out. Maddox takes it himself and actually driving it up. We saw success with this earlier. Takes it up for himself and gets fouled, but that's exactly what you need. Sean Hare obviously pretty excited there. That's always good.
But that's another questionable call. I mean, it doesn't quite seem like that should have been called a foul.
I mean, I don't know.
But, yeah, I mean, we've really just seen way too many unforced turnovers by this Lancers offense. It's ridiculous.
All right, Maddox taking his second.
There we go. Lancers now down by 8. They really need to make something happen here if they wanna have any chance at winning this game. They're going back to the full court press, but it's more of a one-on-one press.
Yeah, they got Jack Slaughter, one of the fastest guys on the team right now, guarding him. Oh, great crossover by Messina and takes it himself. Slaughter got beat there, obviously, but he's gets himself recovered. It looks like he's going to come back even stronger.
Lancers now down by 10. Tony Friends trying to take it, and it gets
pickpocketed
stolen
there by Mason and Downing. Downing takes it himself, tries to dunk it, can't quite get in there. All right, here comes Curlbaum up the floor. Takes it himself, and almost an and one, but
Just
obviously he's fouled there on the shot. All right, here's Curlbaum, shooting 2 now.
Curlbaum makes his second. Lancers back down by 9. Messina trying to take it up the floor. Curlbaum guarding Messina. Trying to fake him out, can't quite find anything, passes it over. Looks like it's Cougar Downing with the ball trying to take it in.
Downing takes it, no good. Up to Nick Ahrensberg here. Looks like he's got 2 points, and he does with the acrobatic layup there.
Nice little flourish.
Yeah, he's got a lot of skill, Nick Ahrensberg. And we'll probably see him still remain in this offensive lineup. All right, we'll see what East goes with in the huddle right now. They got 30 seconds to really plan their offense and defense right now. Ty, what do you think that they're going to do to close this gap right now?
I mean, I think they have to rely on Nick Ahrensberg and Curlbaum. I mean, I think those are their keys right now, and they haven't really been utilizing them as well as they could be.
Yeah. I mean, their offense has been kind of hit or miss. It's really relied on 1 or 2 players instead of really the whole team.
Yeah, it hasn't quite worked as a full unit. It's really a pass, try and kick it.
Yeah.
You know, when they really should be trying to set up a little bit more complex plays.
Yeah.
Because the Owls just aren't quite getting tricked.
Yeah. And it's only a 7-point difference. They can always afford those 2s. They don't need a 3 right now. But if their defense can't lock down right now, they might.
Yeah.
We'll see. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in this 4th quarter. Here we go. Messina taking it up. Gives it to Mason. Mason and Messina have really put on a show right in the last couple minutes. We've seen a lot, especially from Mason. All right, Mason there kicks it over. That's number 11, Tommy Faciro. Gives it back to Mason. Mason slows it down. Obviously, they want to milk this clock as much as possible right now. And he does. Showing what he can do with the ball there. And back out to Messina, and they slow it down. Very conservative play right now coming from them. Preston Reynolds.
And he really can't do much about it.
No, they really can't. I mean, he's got to get up and guard him right now. And inside, that's an incredible block by Nick Ahrensberg. Got there without fouling. That's very hard to do from the back especially. You'll usually get called, especially with these pretty, these refs. These refs.
Yeah. And the pass in. Back out to Messina.
All right, Messina now on the left side. Taking it back up. Obviously wants to slow it down. Preston Reynolds presses him a bit. And he's inside. That's an easy 2 points. They can't afford those.
There's Curlbaum on the move, trying to drive inside with the little floater and off
Tries
the
to
back
take it
iron.
himself, and the Lancers look pretty lackluster right now.
Here's Mason going the other way against Maddox, and that
Jeez,
looked
what an
like
incredible play by Maddox, and hits it out.
Here's Curlbaum
Here's
with
Curlbaum,
an
nice easy
two.
layup.
Now I gotta say, it looked like Maddox got quite a bit of contact there.
Yeah.
He kind of seemed to come down on Mason's
And
shoulder.
they didn't call it.
They
It's
didn't
been
call
interesting.
that.
The discrepancy's a bit weird with these refs.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, Messina now kicks
over
it
to
over to
Mason.
Mason.
Guarded by Curlbaum in the corner.
All right, Mason takes it right around Curlbaum. They're picking apart this East defense pretty fast. And Mason inside, and nice and easy pass to number 34, Carl Lichten.
I mean, when you've got Messina and Mason to worry about, you usually don't even think about the others.
And this is just becoming kind of a singular offense for East right now. They're kind of taking it themselves. They're not playing team ball. And really the defense hasn't been that strong either. They're really letting it slip right now. I think a timeout. I think that's what they need right now. They need to regroup.
They need something. I mean, this zone defense just isn't working. The Owls pass so well, and there's another one right inside.
And it's not even that they're playing zone. They're just playing help so extended and so wide that those holes are so easy to find, and they're not collapsing well enough to really close them.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to bring in Gilman and Declan Conley, who seem to be some of East's stronger defensive players. So we'll see if that can change anything.
Yeah.
Declan's been a big addition to the East team this year,
Yes.
transferring from St. Thomas Aquinas, I believe.
Came in with a lot of prestige. I mean, obviously hard boots to fill.
Yeah.
Big guy like that, obviously, probably to allocate for the hole that Zane Meeks left.
Yeah. Here's Ehrenberg trying to drive in, passes over to Declan, and
Declan gets in and scores. That's what they needed. They
Yep.
needed something on offense. Sean Hare immediately calls for the press. Someone's got to stop him. Someone's got to close out. Cougar Downing with the ball. Takes it in, one pass, and a foul.
Yeah.
Big foul there by Noah Curlbaum.
Jumped too early.
Yeah. Hare looking just a bit rattled there.
I'm surprised he isn't more upset with his team down by 9 with 1 minute and 45 seconds to go against a 2-year-old team.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, they're bringing a lot of skill. They're bringing a lot of talent right now.
I think they're just outplaying the Lancers. They're out hustling them. They're out teaming them, if that's a word. The Lancers just can't quite function as a unit.
Not right now. Carter Lichten. And
Off
no
the
good on
line.
that field goal. And there's the free throw. I think I said field goal. Yeah, no, free throw.
Down by 10 now.
Yeah, here comes Tony Friends. All right, Friends in the middle. Looking for a hole.
Lancers need a miracle here.
Well, they need
oh my
teamwork. That's what they need.
goodness.
All right, and there's Cougar Downing with the 2.
I mean,
They've got to work it around. I mean, it was Tony Friends, and then it was Noah Curlbaum, but they're all taking it themselves.
Yeah,
Getting it into Declan. That's good. That's good ball movement right there. That's great ball movement. Immediate timeout by Hare.
Yeah.
Doesn't look too happy, and for good reason. 10-point game still, but we're seeing a pretty enthusiastic East huddle right now. They've just got to slow it down. They've got to get their offense working logistically. Right now, they're kind of playing one-man game, but right there we saw a pretty great offense. I mean, we just saw a 1-2 kick, nice and easy, and into Jack Gilman for the 2. But I mean, they haven't been doing that since. Maybe that's a sign that they'll change.
Yeah. I mean, right there, Tony Friends, he dribbled right into a trap, tried to pass out, and they were easily able to read that. I mean, they were blocking the passing lane there. It's hard not to see that. I mean, it's unfortunate to see, you know. But the Lancers really need to bounce back here. Maybe a late game rally.
Yeah. All right, looks like they got Andy Maddox, Tony Friends, Jack Slaughter, Jack Gilman, and Nick Ahrensberg now playing out for him. Honestly, also maybe kind of demoralizing there. It looks the student section's completely gone.
Yep, we've got a
Interesting.
solid
That's really interesting.
4 student turnout, not including the Harbinger staff.
They were here for the first half, though.
Yeah.
I mean, got to have some more participation from the student section.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Lydia West.
And
Downing a pretty easy cut. Right back to Messina. And they break him down with 2 passes. Let's see if they can let him. And he does get past the half-court line. They're breaking him down. Here it comes. Messina back to Mason. Mason nice and slow. Doesn't want to rush anything. A high pass. Great ball movement by Lydia West. That's textbook. That's textbook.
It's an easy 2 by Lixon.
Yeah.
And Friends
We'll
trying to
see.
take it down. Again, looking to drive in, trying to pass out to Aaronsburg. Aaronsburg back to Friends at the top. And there's another lost ball and another turnover by Tony Friends.
I mean, this is just, they kind of fell apart in the last 5 minutes or so. There's a foul there.
Yeah.
But I mean, this isn't characteristic. We haven't seen this all year. I mean, they've played like a team. They've had to. They haven't. If anything, they've played more of a team than they maybe would have with Zane Meeks. Obviously, the guy had a lot of prestige, he knew he was good.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, really.
Yeah, it's a disappointing game for the Lancers. Mason here for a free throw. And the first one's no good.
No good. Here comes the East offense.
Almost another steal.
They're not
there.
giving up now. Nick
And
Aaronsburg, the shot, no good.
And over to Mason. Maddox trying to guard him. Gilman comes over to double team. Back up to Messina. Messina over to Reynolds. Right inside. Oh, and a good block by Tony Friends. Good defensive play.
Right,
Maddox
15
taking it
seconds.
down.
Maddox taking himself.
And no
it rolls
good.
out. All right, well, here's Mason. Looks like he's probably just going to run the clock out. 70-58, Lydia West right now. And not the best showing time. Not for the last 5 minutes. I mean, they really just struggled. In the first half, it was coming up with a different offense that was kind of dynamic. They didn't really have a dynamic offense. It was pretty cookie cutter. And playing a team like this, obviously we went in. East thought that they were pretty, I mean, they've been at school for 2 years. You don't think that they're going to come in with an incredible basketball team. But obviously they showed a lot of talent tonight.
They really did.
They deserve everything that they got. And I mean, 70-58, it's a great win. But East right now, what they really need to work on right now from here on out is just working as a team. Because when they had pressure put on them, as of late, really they crashed, but they started relying on themselves. They thought, you know what, we're down by 8. Individual players were thinking, you know what, I got to take this into my own hands, and that can't be how a team operates.
That's when the team really falls apart.
But it's early in the season. This is the first home regular season game, and they've got a lot of time to improve, and I'm confident that they will. Especially over winter break. Obviously, they don't take any breaks.
Yeah.
This basketball team, I hear the players saying, you know, I got to wake up early while everyone else is getting ready for Christmas. But, I mean, that's the reality of it. So, well, from everyone at the Harbinger, myself, Ben Henschel, Ty Browning, and the rest of the Harbinger staff, we want to thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be back in a couple weeks with the next live broadcast for the Lancer basketball team, and we'll see you next time.
They shift Niles Paul, ordinarily a tight end in the backfield, to lead the way for Rock Kelly. Bounces off some hits and is free. And he's finally spun down.
Good evening and welcome to our live broadcast of the Shawnee Mission East versus Gardner Edgerton football game. We are brought here on the first snap of the play as he hands off to number 5.
Down after the false start by the Trailblazers.
As Maddox snaps the ball, hands it off to Brosh, going up the middle once again. He breaks free, though, and that's going to be a Lancer touchdown. Milton Brosh, the senior. That's his second of the night.